Hello my lovelies, what's up? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. How are you doing? I hope that you're having a lovely day and you're good to go for our video together. If you're brand new to my channel, hello and welcome. I'm Chloe, I'm otherwise known as Lady Writes, and I'm really happy that you're joining me for our video. But before we go any further into it, please click subscribe and ring the bell so you know when my next video goes live. There's loads coming to my channel soon that I think you're going to love. And please head over to my Instagram to give me a little follow there too, because I love connecting with you guys over on the gram. In today's video, guys, it's a much requested one. I am always getting asked by you guys in my comments about what I do for my evening skincare regime, so I wanted to show you it and do it with you so you can see exactly the products that I am using in my everyday skincare regime. The one that I'm going to show you today, because obviously sometimes I do mix it up, obviously some evenings I have a pamper, some evenings I don't do very much. This is my bare bones skincare regime. So this is the stuff, these are the steps that I take every single day without fail. So there are other products in there which I'll talk you through that you can also add in if you're feeling extra skincare-y, or there are things that you can do if you're having a pamper like face masks and stuff. But this is my bare bones regime. So these are the products that I use every day, every night should I say, without fail. So these are the ones that I just will not let myself go to bed with. Like, my skin would never forgive me if I went to bed without not doing these. I'm going to show you how I apply them, how I get the most out of them, and how I manage to make them work the best for me. So obviously I'm going to talk you through the steps that work for me. I'm going to explain which products you may have at home that you want to switch into the regime and how you can do that. But this is basically everything I do without fail every night for my skin. Within the video, guys, I'm going to be talking to you about some PMD devices as well as the products that I use, the serums, the brands, everything like that. If I have any discount codes, I will link them down below. I should start by saying though, I have amazingly teamed up with PMD to offer you an exclusive 20% discount code. You know it wouldn't be a video with me if I hadn't secured you a discount code. It's like an aim for me with every single brand. I'm like, we have to get a discount code for people. It's the only fair thing to do. But I have teamed up with PMD and there is 20% off all of their products with the code LadyWrites at the checkout. I will leave all of the details in the description box. Other than that, guys, I want to dive into showing you exactly how I do my skincare. Right now I'm very focused on anti-blemishes, maskne, reducing breakouts, things like that. That's just where I'm focused. But if that's not where you're at, I will explain what products you can switch in and out to make this regime, the very simple one, work for you. Other than that, you guys come here. Okay guys, so I've brought you in really close so you can see my skin and how the products go on. The first thing I'm going to do though is tie my hair up, because by the time I get to do my evening skincare regime at the end of the day, my hair is literally always on my head like this, because I have two kids and I'm like, can't be doing my skincare when my hair's in my face, so it's always pinned up like this. And yeah, I do my skincare at like 6 o'clock. I don't do it very late in the day, so that's my first biggest tip, is to do it earlier in the evening. I simply do it because I kind of, once I know I don't need to leave the house again, I want my skin to breathe. I want it to feel free. I don't want to have to worry about blocking my pores any longer than I need to. So when I do my little boys, he's only 3, so he has a bedtime bath at like 6:30. And while he's in the bath, I will do all of my skincare, like while I'm in the bathroom with him. It just makes sense for me. And then what I've done is I've done everything, because I don't know about you, if I stay up too late watching TV or watching a film or something like that, I never really want to do my skincare. I just want to go straight to bed. So I tend to do it earlier in the evening. The pros of that are you can do this whole regime that I'm going to show you. You can do all of that and know that it's done. But then if you also want to add like an overnight treatment, whether it's a mask or an overnight serum or something, you've left it a good like 4 or 5 hours, depending on when you go to bed, for the other skincare to work, the everyday stuff. And then you can also still put something on later. So it's kind of like a way to cheat the system, as it speaks. Okay, so the first thing I do with my everyday evening skincare regime is take my makeup off. Now, I use a reusable makeup cloth. I did for a very long time, my entire life, use cotton pads. Very bad for the environment. It's just another thing you've got to throw away. So I use these reusable cloths. I've got loads of different brands, loads of different types of them, but they all do the same thing. They help to take your makeup off, and technically you can just use water with them. However, I do prefer to use just an everyday makeup remover micellar water. I've used the Garnier the pink lid one, the normal skin one, for many years, but recently actually switched over to the combination and oily skin, because I do have combination and oily skin. Also with maskne and always wearing masks and stuff, my skin is secreting a lot more oil. So this one for me was just the better bet. This is such a bargain buy. It's Garnier, so it's not going to break the bank. You can use any type of micellar water that you want in this stage. You can use a premium one, a drugstore one, or you can just use water with one of these cloths, whatever works for you. Obviously, I'm just showing you guys my evening regime, and obviously you can adapt it to work with yours, but I do recommend just using a micellar water at this stage. It just helps, especially if you wear a lot of makeup like I do. So I'm not going to show you how I use this. It's very simple. I pop it on the cloth. You don't need a lot because these absorb it rather than wasting any. And I just remove my makeup with it, including my eye makeup as well. So this is a huge, huge bottle. I've had the small bottles. This is 400 ml. Like I said, guys, everything will be linked below, but doesn't upset my skin. I think there is one for sensitive skin. Oh, actually, this one says it is suitable for sensitive skin. That's why I knew I'd seen it on the packaging, but highly recommend that. You can grab it in the, like, when it's often on offer for like £4 or something. It's crazy good value. So always start with the micellar water. Okay, next up is the cleansing stage, which for me is my most important stage, which is probably silly because I know everyone's like the serum, the moisturizer. For me, it's all about cleansing. I'm a double cleanse kind of girl, which means I cleanse my face twice in the morning and twice in the evening. And I use different cleansers. At the moment, I'm going with the CeraVe. I don't know how you say that, this one, but budget friendly again. It's not going to break the bank. I was recommended this one for basically people with blemishes. I mean, you can't actually see on camera, but my skin is very, very bumpy. I get a lot of pimples underneath the skin. And I was recommended this brand simply to help with that. Now, I do use two different cleansers from them. This is the foaming cleanser, so this is the one I use at night. And then I also use their other version in the shower in the morning as like my face wash. This is my evening one, as I said. It says it's a foaming cleanser, but it doesn't really foam on me, which is great because foaming cleansers can sometimes be a bit dry. But the biggest trick I have found for cleansing and making sure that my skin is thoroughly cleansed is using my PMD Gold, which, well, it's called the Clean Pro, but I call it the PMD Gold because I've had lots of PMD products before, but the gold brush is basically the way to amplify your cleansing regime and your evening skincare. Plus it's pink and gold, so what's not to love about that? And how this one works, which, to be honest, guys, I think if you really want to up your skincare game, skincare tools are the way forward. I've talked to you about this before. You know I really recommend them for face masks and all sorts of things like this. But the PMD Clean Pro has multiple benefits. Now, on this side, it's got, I don't know if you can see, it's got like silicone type bristles. So what I do, I'll show you in a minute, I'll demo how I use it. I put my cleanser directly on here. I make sure that my skin is wet first, and then I turn it on and it vibrates really softly, and then I just massage over the skin. What that does is, like, the massive amount of vibrations per minute helps to pull out all the dirt, all the impurities in my skin. It's like a much more gentle way of knowing that I'm cleaning deep in my pores. So if you're using exfoliators, if you're using AHA type tonics or anything like that and finding it a little bit too harsh, this is a great alternative because this is how you really clean your pores, how you clean your skin. So I pop it on here, massage in, just keep going until my skin feels really nice and clear. That is my first stage, so I will show you how I do that right now. Okay, so I've just wet my skin, and then I'm just going to pop my cleanser directly on the PMD. Going to, oh, got some fur on there. Can you hear that? Simple vibration, and then massage all over the skin like so. It feels really nice as well. So I just keep going, circular motions all the way around, and it really does feel like you're getting everything out of your pores. I do my jawline as well. I guess maybe you could even do your neck. I don't really tend to wear a lot of makeup down there, so I don't have to worry, but I literally do my whole face, everywhere else, circular motions, and my nose. And then once I've done lots of smaller motions, I then go in big circles all around the face. And just keep going until the product feels like it's not showing anymore. I mean, you can see that my skin is getting a little bit red. That's not actually aggravation. That's just where I'm pulling the product over the skin. So that is how we do that. Okay, so the benefits of using that are that it breaks down the oil, it breaks down all of the dirt in the skin, just really helps to make your cleanser work its absolute best. I might even get some like purple residue off my cloth now left on my face. But so that is how I cleanse. I then do the same with a cleansing balm afterwards, because I start with my CeraVe, however we say that. So I start with that one, and then I will quite often use a cleansing balm. Right now in rotation, I'm just trying to think what else I've got in rotation. I've also got the Elemis balm. I've got the Esper cleanser. And also the Drunk Elephant cleanser as well. So I'm kind of rotating those four, but this is the one I use every single time. And that's just how I cleanse. We'll also say about the Brussels. I must be thinking about Christmas dinner. You've got 2 different sizes on here as well. Very, very gentle. My skin feels completely clean now. But then the magic in this is on the other side. So on one side you've got the cleansing brush, and then on the back you've got this little magic tool. So the gold side of this is where the magic happens. Now, gold is proven to reduce, to act like an anti-inflammatory. So again, if you have blemishes, if you have bumps, uneven skin tone, anti-inflammatory properties in the gold are going to be absolutely beneficial for that. So that's just before you've done anything. That's just putting it on your skin naturally. That's the absolute benefit of having a gold product on the back. What it also does is it pulsates. So when I hope that the mic picked up the vibrations when I was using the cleansing side, but when you use the gold side, it pulsates. So I do actually have a skincare device that I use for masking, but this is my everyday version that I literally use every night, every morning. This, however, this little baby here, you pop your serum directly on it. So there's a couple of serums I'm using at the moment, and then you turn it on and it pulsates. What that does is this also heats up at the same time. So by heating the gold plate up and massaging your serum into the skin, what that's actually doing is heating your skin, so actually the product's sinking better. So it's encouraging optimum absorbency, which I feel a little bit like a scientist when I say that. But that's how it works. It increases the way that your serums work and how they sink into the skin. And the pulsations really, really help with like opening the pores, not opening the pores, but making the skin absorb the product a lot quicker and a lot better. So you've got the benefits of the gold being anti-inflammatory, the pulsations and the warming sensation as well, which really just make your skincare, your serum in the skincare, should I say, go from like a 5 to a 10 out of 10. So I always use this. At the moment, I've got 2 serums in rotation that I'm kind of focusing quite heavily on. I've got a couple again. Like I tend to just go, oh, this one looks good on my bathroom shelf. I'm using the Arc Skin Perfector. This is the clearing serum at the moment, again, for blemishes. This clearing serum is designed specifically for people with blemishes right now, so I'm just finding it an easy one to go for. A really great everyday one is the Kiehl's Vital Skin Strengthening Super Serum. It's like a wonder serum. It's great for anti-aging, for tightening, brightening, like against fine lines and wrinkles. It's like literally, like if you want a serum, if you've never used a serum, guys, before, this should be your first stop. It's got hyaluronic acid in there, so great for anti-aging. It's literally got everything. It's like a superfood drink for your skin. So I'm on my second bottle of this. I tried the first one probably about 5 or 6 months ago. Really, really like it. It's not too rich and it's Kiehl's, so you don't have to worry too much about, if you've got sensitive skin. It's a great brand. So I'm kind of rotating these 2 at the moment, the most, I would say. And it's very, very easy to use with my PMD. I take the Arc serum in the spatula at the top. I'm about a third of a way through this one now. I'm really, really loving it. And then I will apply the serum. It does look a little bit like glue. Can you guys see that? It looks a little bit like glue, this one. But to me, then, it feels like really good. You can also pop this in your moisturizer as well. Again, you can put your moisturizer straight on the back. If you don't use a serum, you can use this stage and put your moisturizer on here and just use it with your moisturizer. So to turn it on, you press the knob on the front, and then the button on the back is... So the knob on the front activates the cleanser, and then the button on the back as well at the same time activates the pulsations. So that also turns on the warming, and literally you just massage in while it's pulsating through the skin. This is like such a relaxing stage in my skincare because it like heats up. The pads feel so relaxing. It's like having a facial, guys. Honestly, this tool single-handedly makes me feel like I've taken my skincare from a 5 to a 10. Like I just said that, didn't I? That's a really bad analogy, using the same one twice, but you know what I mean. Like this just makes me feel like I'm taking my skincare up to its absolute best. Nothing wrong with just using the products, but I just think if I'm going to be spending money on products, no matter how much, whether that's a £5 a bottle or £50 a bottle, I want that product to work its absolute best. And if a tool like this is going to help me do it, then I'm all for that. So I just tend to, again, circular motions, massaging in, good to go. See, my skin already looks and feels really nice and clean there. So I've just washed off my PMD as well. So that is now finished. And then obviously eyes, lips and moisturizer. So I would usually always, how many times have I sworn recently in my videos about vitamin C in your under eye product, guys? Again, Kiehl's, the powerful strength, line reducing and dark circle diminishing vitamin C eye serum. My holy grail. This one and the Origins are the two that I literally use all the time because they are the best vitamin C under eye creams I've ever used, but this is the one I've used the longest. Gets rid of dark under eye bags. If you're anything like me and your bags look like they are heavy enough to hold all your food shopping, then you know that you need a little bit of help. And I just find that this one, I remember after about a month of using it, I noticed such a huge improvement. You obviously need to use it daily, so I just take my ring finger, a very, very small amount, and dab on underneath into the eye bag. Just the reason that you use your ring finger, guys, is because when you use this one, you actually tap quite a lot harder than you would realise. And because the area is so gentle, they recommend that just bouncing your ring finger is enough to get the product in. So I just do that on both sides. You can also then use up on your eyelid, which I don't do this every day. I just kind of do it as and when I feel like I want to or need to. And then also take out, if you've got lines, crow's feet, that sort of thing, just take it out there. That's your eye cream, good to go. Okay, then the last step for me is the moisturizer. Again, I've always got quite a few on rotation. Currently, my evening moisturizer is the CeraVe, however we say that. This is the facial moisturizing lotion. The great thing about this one is it's designed for the evening. So it's got lots of hyaluronic acid in, again, targeting for people like me with oily skin, blemishes, bumps, things like that. This is the one that I've been using recently. It's dermatologically tested, fragrance free. It's very much your basic type of, not basic type of product, but there's nothing fancy in here. It's designed to target a skincare problem, which with this one is oily skin, bumps, spots, that kind of thing. I've been using this one for 2 weeks now. I've obviously been using the matching cleanser and the matching range throughout the day. Obviously I use the other one in the morning too. I'm noticing that there are slight differences, but for me, I tend to need about a month's worth of using a product before I decide if it's a yay or a nay. So with this, I just literally take 2 pumps, rub into my hands, and pull back from the center of the skin outwards, all the way back, really stretching the skin there. Always pull from the center of the face back. Probably looks really silly doing this. And then just around the contour of the eyes where obviously we've got the eye cream until it's fully absorbed. Okay, and last but not least is my lips for me. Now I've been using like a lip product every night for quite a while now, but I found like a cheating product, which I feel like you guys will love to know about. This is the PMD Kiss, which basically helps to enhance the shape, the fullness of your lips naturally, so no need for fillers. Should make a disclaimer, I have had fillers in my lips before. It's not something I do all the time, but this is how I keep on top of making sure that they are there at their absolute fullest all the time without needing to kind of top them up every 3 months or whatever it may be. This is just a much more natural version to do it, and it's been working really nicely for me. I've been using it every night again. I did have this a few years ago and I used it religiously. It's one of those products that I kind of forgot about, but I've revisited recently and really enjoyed it. So it's just a lip plumper that basically works by suctioning your lips, and with continued use, it fills out the fine lines, wrinkles in your lips, and it makes them look fuller as well. So I'm all game for anything that works like that. You have to use a little bit of the natural serum with it. So you just pop it on like a lip balm like this. And it's got like a really like minty taste. So you just pop it on. And then there are 2 headers that go in the PMD at the top. You can use the smaller one or the bigger one. I only go for the small one because I don't really want massive full looking lips. What you then do is you imagine your lips set into 6 portions. So 3, 1 in the middle, 2 at the sides, 1 in the middle, 2 at the sides of the top. And you hold the device on your lips for about 20 seconds on each section and then move to the next one, and it will suction it, and then you move on, move on, move on, and with continued use you should get fuller looking lips. Now this one is a little bit more noisy, so I This one is a little bit more noisy, so I'm going to put a nice little bit of music or chill over it, but I'm going to still take you through the process that I use. Should also note with the lip serum, the lip balm that comes with it, it does tingle a little bit, so you can feel it. So if you're really against skincare or anything like that you can feel, this you can feel, but it doesn't feel painful. It's just like a natural way to enhance the plumping sensation. So here we go. And there we go. They feel like I can see like a more plump look and appearance to them. So yeah, I use this every night at the moment. If I'm going out anywhere special in the day, not that I obviously am with lockdown, but if I'm going out anywhere, then I would use it before I went to kind of really give them that plump looking effect. Like, I love this. I love doing these things because obviously when I'm using them sometimes and I just kind of get used to seeing the effects. Now I know that you guys are going to see this. I love how much plumper my lips look naturally just with that. So good, so good. So yeah, guys, that is my every evening skincare regime right now. Very quick and easy, very simple to follow. Obviously, there's a lot of other products that you can mix in there. You can add another cleanser like I do. You can use a toner. You can use like a misting spray. You can use AHAs, face masks, so much more that you can do. But this is my bare bones everyday regime, the stuff that I will do religiously regardless of the other bits. And obviously I do double cleanse too, so there's a lot of other things that you can use in there, but these are the products I'm using religiously right now and absolutely loving. And obviously the PMD products that have really helped with my cleansing regime, which to me has always been the most important part of my skincare. So guys, hold that thought. I'm going to put some makeup on and I will be right back. Okay guys, so there we have it. What do you think about my easy everyday skincare regime? I hope that you really liked seeing all of the products that I'm using and more importantly how I am using them, because I think the technique is very key when it comes to skincare and finding the right regime and basically making sure that your products work the very best for them. And obviously the PMD Clean Pro was a huge part of my regime. Absolutely loving it, using it religiously. It's one of those products that I think until you've seen how much better it makes your skincare work and felt the benefits, it might be one of those things that you wouldn't usually consider, and it is a considered purchase. However, like I said to you, I don't care if I'm spending £5 or £50 on a skincare product. I want it to work its best, and if I need to pay for a tool that's going to work generically with every type of skincare product out there, then I'm more than happy to do that. Remember, I do also have that very exclusive 20% discount code off the PMD products on their website. Use code LadyRights at the checkout and you will get 20% off your very own, perfect as a gift or a treat for yourself for anybody who takes their skincare seriously. Other than that, guys, I really hope that you've enjoyed seeing this video. Do let me know what you'd like me to do for my next one. Do you want to see my evening pamper routine? So what I do when I'm having a pamper. Would you prefer to see my morning regime? Do let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching today's video, guys. I hope you've enjoyed it and I look forward to seeing you very soon for my next one. Bye.